In CSE 2013, UPSC brought an important reform in the UPSC Mains examination. And as a part of the reform, they have introduced what is called as governance in GS paper 2. As every year since 2013, there are 3 to 4 questions that is coming from this particular area in your GS paper 2, which translates into approximately 40 to 50 marks. So that means without having a hold in governance, it is not possible for any aspirant to score well in GS paper 2, and that is very crucial for their success in the examination. And if you break the syllabus that is given in UPSC, you will understand that topics like governance, which also includes topics like good governance, then you have e-governance and associated topic, and then you have role of civil services in democracy, which you should have an idea about the civil servants and their functions, their problems and all those things. Then you have developmental process and development industry, and then you have specific topics like how to promote transparency and accountability in governance, topics like citizen charter. So once you have an understanding of these topics, it's easy for any student to do well in the examination. So that's exactly what we are planning to do in the MMP program. Now, before I proceed further, let us try to understand that how the questions has been asked. Take the example of the Civil Service Examination 2024. If you see the Civil Service Examination 2024, 4 questions has been asked from governance, and they have been exactly picked from the topics that is given in the syllabus. There was 1 question from citizen charter, there was 1 question from e-governance, there was 1 question from developmental process and development industry, there is a question from public trust institutions, which is directly from that particular topic, and of course 1 question from the integrity of civil servants, which comes from the role of civil services in democracy. So UPSC asks questions from the indicative topics that is given in the syllabus. Okay, now let us get into the methodology as how we are planning to cover the governance part in the MMP program. There are 3 components that you are planning to do in the MMP program. First is the coverage of the syllabus, where we will have a strong content of each and every indicative word that is given in the syllabus. Right from understanding the concept of governance to what is good governance, e-governance, and the other aspects like the citizen charter, transparency and accountability, role of civil services in democracy, the developmental process and development industry. So these are the basic things that is given in the syllabus. We'll have a strong content on these things. On top of this, we'll also look for the current developments in these areas, the significant developments which is potential enough of being picked and asked in UPSC examination. So that's the first part. Now, once we complete this first part, then we go to the second component, that is evaluating our content with the previous year questions. So there are certain set of previous year questions, and are we able to solve these previous year questions? That's very, very important that we make this evaluation. And by solving the previous year questions, we also do some kind of what is called as reverse learning. And what is this reverse learning? We come reverse, wherein we try to understand that through the questions, we are able to cover certain things which probably we are not able to do by covering the standard topics that is given in the syllabus. Okay, once these 2 things are done, then comes the third component, is where we'll have the answer writing practice session. This answer writing practice session is a combination of both the practice questions as well as the previous year questions. Now, we'll have certain previous year questions picked, and we'll have certain practice questions modeled on the lines of previous year questions, and we'll give it to the students. And every class for half an hour, they write 3 to 4 questions, which means you get to write around 20 questions in the entire course with related to governance, in the context of governance. And in this way, the integration of these 3 things, that is first covering the keywords in the syllabus, then solving the previous year questions, and then of course the answer writing practice, because that is what will make your knowledge to get applied when you write the answers. In this way, we definitely assure that the students who are part of the MMP program really would benefit out of this particular program. Thank you very much. All the very best.